What's up, everybody? So definitely want to say, hope this blessed somebody today. Man, this touched me yesterday. Um, God wants to hear what you got to say about it. And is there a miracle in your mouth? See, a lot of times in life, situations and things happen. God is like, I'm waiting to see what they say about it, and then that's what God will do. You know, Bible says we have not because we ask not. Genesis 22:20. It says, and Adam gave names to all the cattle and to the fowl of the air and to every beast of the field. But for Adam there was no help. There was no found a helpmeet for him. So God created all the animals, but he said, I'm going to walk them one by one. And whatever Adam decides to call it, that's what it's going to be. So when God gave us the authority and everything like that, God was saying, whatever situation come in front of you, whatever you call it, that's so it be. As it is in the heaven, it is in the earth. That's why we got to be careful what we say, because we know the power, the death and life is in the power of the tongue. Whatever you call your children, that's what they will be. That's why I tell people all the time, stop saying your children are bad. Just say they acting up or something like that. You can't classify or characterize bad. So God is saying whatever comes in front of you, whatever you call it, that's what it's going to be. If you say your job is bad, that's what it's going to be. You say your coworkers are this, that's what it's going to be. You better speak life into your coworkers. You know what I'm saying? Say it's going to get better. I'm praying for whatever. Ephesians 3:20. Now unto him that is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we can ask or think, according to the power that works in us. So again, as you see God saying he want to work in us. So whatever you call it, that so it shall be. 2 Corinthians 9:8. And God is able to make all grace abound to you, so that in all things, at all times, having all that you need, you will abound in every good work. So God wants to use our mouth to work for good. Ephesians 3:7. I became a servant of this gospel by the gift of God's grace given through me, the working of his power. So he wants to work power in us. Philippians 2:13. For it is God who works in you to will and to act in order to fulfill his good purpose. So God wants to use our mouth to glorify him, so when we say what we say and it happens, we can give him credit. 1 John 5:14, I'll leave you with this. And this is the confidence that we have before him. If we ask anything to his will, he hears us. That's why I say, when we ask about his will, thy will be done, when you say anything. But so I asked you today, is there a miracle in your mouth? Whatever you call it, so shall it be. So I advise you to speak life. If you decide to speak death, that's on you. But I don't think you should. That's why God said in his word, saying that we should, use it for good. That's why he said, don't do everything without complaining and grumbling. All right, love y'all. So God is waiting to see what you got to say about the situation, and then God will move. Love y'all. God bless.